What's good? Rock is back at you again with another action figure review as we continue our run through the X-Men Nemesis wave of figures. This is number 3 in our quest to get to Nemesis. And you see what we got there in the packaging. We have Nightcrawler, but in a different costume. This is Nightcrawler from when he was in X-Force, and this is also a Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner from an alternate universe. So that's why, and we'll see it when we get him out of packaging, why he's got the stripe on his eye. You know, that's he carried that over from his world. Anyway, you see the figure, the accessories. We've got a couple pieces there for Nemesis. You got the X-Men logo down below. There it is at top, the X. And then on the side, we have some nice artwork for Kurt Wagner. And on the other side, down there at the bottom, you've got some more of that. It's really just a thumbnail of that same artwork. And then we have different artwork here in the back as he bamfs his way into battle. And of course, we have the little bio. I was trying to zoom in, but it's not going to work, so I'm just going to read it off to you guys. The teleporting mutant Nightcrawler joins forces with the X-Force team in order to hunt down his enemies. Quick and succinct. We'll get to Kurt in a moment. First, we will go through the accessories, starting with, of course, the Build-A-Figure pieces. We've got this for Nemesis. This is a clip-on for his back. Those are like exhaust valves up there at the top. I'm liking the color. One thing about the color, now that I mentioned it, this is not the Nemesis from the Age of Apocalypse world. So different color, definitely. He was more yellow. His armor was more like a yellow. So keep that in mind. Kurt also came with the helmet for Nemesis. As you can see, it's transparent. You can see right through it, an amber kind of color. And yeah, it's got a couple pegs, so it'll just snap on to the body. Then we also get a pair of fists that goes with Kurt, but he also comes with another hand. This is a grasping hand right here. We'll call it a C grip hand. And I've lost some, I went a little blurry there, so please forgive me as I strive to get it back. There we go. And this is specifically for this accessory. His blade there, his cutlass. And you know he's a swashbuckler, so he had to come with that. That's pretty cool. It's just definitely cool because our last offering of Nightcrawler did not come with his sword. And then, of course, we get another head sculpt. Anybody that's been rocking with me for a minute knows that I love this, that we get 2 head sculpts. He's out of packaging on the body right there with his neutral portrait. And then we've got this one with an expression. And I think that it is great that we get him. I think that it should be standard that we get 2 head sculpts with all figures that you know would be appropriate for. But that's just me. Anyhow, those are the accessories for our guy Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler of X-Force. Getting him a little bit closer up here so we can see what we're working with. This is a pretty good looking figure. We've seen Nightcrawler before. There isn't too much difference going on. Then, like from our last iteration, he's got all of the same points of articulation, but we'll go through it anyway. His head is on a ball hinge. He can look up that far. look down that far, and he can rotate his head. He has very little in the way of pivot. He can do better than a T-pose. And he's got, he could 360, but of course, you know, the shoulder thingies that poke out there impede. So there is that. He's got butterfly joints, and they're pretty good, especially when you talk about him rearing back. Look at that. That's really nice. Going forward, he can get it going on this much. So not really too much that way, but at least we have that, we've got that bit of articulation. Of course, he's got the bicep swivel. He's got the double jointed elbows, pinless, of course, and that's on both sides. He's got the rotating wrists, and both of these hands horizontally hinge. His sword-bearing hand has the vertical hinge on it. He's got the ab crunch. He can go forward like that. He can go back like that. He's got the waist swivel. He can do the splits that far out. He can kick 90 degrees, go back that much. He's got the thigh cut, double jointed knees, as you can see there. Nothing swiveling at the calves, but he does have nice ankle pivot. You see, you could put him on his toes. He can move his foot up that far, and he's got crazy ankle pivot. Holds at the bottom of his feet, on the back. His tail, though it isn't bendy wire, it does rotate at the, we'll call it base. So that is the articulation scheme on our Nightcrawler, our X-Force Nightcrawler. And real quick, I didn't really talk about the costume. You know, his body is basically molded in a gray, and we've got the black going right down the way. He's got the X logo there on his the left side of his chest. The head sculpt is very nice, and that paint I was telling you about, or I should say that marker, tattoo, whatever it is, over his eye. Like I said, he brought that over with him when he came over to the 616. And one thing personality-wise about this version of Kurt Wagner, he's a lot more grim than the Kurt Wagner that we know and love. The gloves, you see what's going on there, and the same thing with there at the top of his boots or socks or whatever, whatever those are called. But yeah, that is our Nightcrawler. I had 3 different Nightcrawlers to choose from for the comparison. I could have used the Toy Biz version, or I could have used the one from Hasbro that was in the Wendigo wave, but I decided to go with our latest, and that's the X-Men 97 version of Kurt Wagner. And yeah, they're basically the same cat. Same body. Here's Nightcrawler with the other 2 figures from this wave that I've previously reviewed. The most recently reviewed Fabian Cortez on our right. And of course, leading off this this bonanza of figures is Extreme X-Men Wolverine on our left. And so wrapping up this review of the Marvel Legends X-Men Nemesis Wave Nightcrawler, X-Force Nightcrawler to be precise. What can I say? We've seen basically this figure before, just not in this this costume with these paint apps. I will say I think it looks real cool. I love the gray and the black, and the portraits are banging. Both the neutral, which is got a very grim visage, if I say so myself, and of course this angry or exerting head sculpt is banging. I'm really loving it. I'm glad that he came with his cutlass, and yeah, pretty nice figure. In terms of the caveats, the cons, or at least what I think would have benefited this figure, if Nightcrawler would have come with an inverted ab crunch and the diaphragm, that would have gone a long way in terms of the articulation and getting him in even better poses than what I've got here. With some work, I could probably get those feet flat to the ground and still have him, posed as such the way I got him. And also a bendy wire tail would have been nice. It rotates back there, but it would have been nice to be able to utilize it via bendy wire. But once again, those are just like minor nitpicks. I don't think the inverted ab crunch is minor. I think that would have really benefited. I think most would have agreed with me on that. As far as what you're seeing here in the pose I got him and behind him, that is a third-party custom from my friend overseas. He goes by the name of Marvello Dad, and he does a lot of these type of structures, fixtures, sculptures, if you will. He definitely specializes in making ramps and accessories for Iceman. Very nice for whatever color Iceman you have, the clear white or translucent one or the blue one, whatever. Very nice work he does. And I had gotten this a while ago for the Wendigo Wave Nightcrawler, and of course it's going to work with any Nightcrawler I use, but I think I'm going to go another third party and get some BAMF effects that look a little bit more accurate, more true to the effect, but we'll see. This right here is cool, I think. Let me know what y'all think about that effect, but definitely let me know what you think about the figure. You know what I'm saying? Pass. Yes, it is a repaint, but it's a viable one, and don't be surprised if we see another repaint of Nightcrawler, because there is the Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler, and that looked pretty good too. It's not about whether or not if it's, a repaint. Is it a viable one? Is it cool? I still think that before we would get an Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler, or even a reissue of the Nightcrawler we all know and love, I would like for Hasbro to investigate that inverted ab crunch. What do you guys think? Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Definitely subscribe to the channel, as I stated. Like it, share it, and hit the notification bell. You know the rules. And yeah, we're just moving right along. We're going to continue this until we get to Nemesis. Until then, peace.